So I thought I would provide a few last minute thoughts on the UK election in a couple of days. I I almost didn't want to comment because I'm completely fed up with these politicians. Politicians speaking like politicians. Hardly anyone saying anything. There's just no real substantial difference between Labour and Conservative. And we already know the outcome. It's just effectively a change of management, a change of personnel. The Labour Party saying we can run things better, but there's no fundamental change. I think the biggest problem for me is the commitment that Labour's made to following the same fiscal rules that the Tories have. And this really constrains what Labour can do. On the other hand, what we need in this country is massive investment to fix the problems that we have in terrible public services, public infrastructure falling apart, the transport system, the NHS, schools falling down, inequality, poverty. There's so much that needs to be done. And although Labour perhaps can make small improvements, they can't really change anything while keeping themselves kind of constrained within Tory austerity policies. One positive thing about Labour getting in is at least there's no right-wingers in the Labour Party, no Liz Trusses, no Rees-Moggs, no Suella Braverman, no Economic Research Group. At least, I mean, I think the Labour Party are right-wing now, but they're centre-right, they're not right-wing. But currently, actually, I think you could say that the government is centre-right. I think Sunak or Hunt could pretty easily join the Labour Party. The Liberal Democrats perhaps are a little more to the left, but not that much. The truth is that there's very little difference between the three traditional parties. Now, if you watch my videos, you'll know that I'm quite left-wing. And, I'm a socialist, I'm a bit of a Marxist, I'm a bit of an anarchist. I can't vote for Labour. The way they've purged the left, this isn't a party that represents me. This isn't the Labour Party that I've supported over the years. I was really behind Corbyn's economic agenda. State ownership of energy, of railways, of all the utilities, free social care, free university, all paid for by higher taxes on the rich. This is similar to the solutions that I've often been talking about on my videos. Closest to Corbynomics are really the Greens. They are the most radical option for the left. They propose to increase taxes on the wealthy, to increase investment in the green economy, to nationalise railways and public utilities. I think that for me, the Greens are the closest to my own personal politics. But I'm sad that the Labour Party just doesn't represent me anymore, because I would have liked to have voted Labour, but I just can't. The other option that for more radical change is the Reform Party. Of course, I won't be voting for the Reform Party. And the Reform Party is first and foremost an anti-immigration party, but it's also fairly right-wing economics, proposing massive tax cuts, much bigger than Liz Truss was suggesting. At the same time, they're a bit of a mixed bag, because they're also proposing a kind of semi-nationalisation of the utilities in a way that's not really a right-wing policy at all. They really are the definition of a populist party. It's quite a surprising policy, their policy on nationalising the utilities, but actually I would say it's a good one. They have interesting proposals, the Reform Party, on how to pay for their policies. One financing policy is that they will abolish net zero targets in order to save money, and they will issue loads of fracking licenses. They've said in the past that the country is sitting on treasure, And it's ridiculous, all this shale gas, that we don't use it. Now, this would raise a lot of money, but in a really irresponsible way. It really is a case of kind of living for today and not thinking about tomorrow. It is interesting that in this video I've ended up talking more about reform. They actually seem to have the most radical proposals. How disappointing. I really wish that we had more radical proposals from the left, but we don't. It's a boring election. It's a management change. There's no real differences. There's no real attempt to deal with the massive inequality and poverty we have, the failing public services and the crumbling infrastructure. All of this will continue. We need radical alternatives. And I will be speaking a lot more about this. We cannot continue as we are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.